1. Impact. 12 marks. Prep time, 80 mins. Exam time, 35 mins. What do I actually have to do? Say what the main topic of the 3 articles is. Discuss how the topic is involved from a social, economic, environmental, and ethical point of view. Talk about all 3 articles. What do you mean by social, economic, environmental, and ethical issues? Read the articles and find places where it talks about how the topic changes the way people live. Social, might cost or generate money. Economic, has an effect on the environment. Environmental, raises issues of what is morally right or wrong. Ethical, examiner's top tips. Use material from all 3 articles. Give you answer a clear structure. Identify issues that span more than one factor. That is, X is both an social and an economical issue because nisas. Don't use long quotes. Just describe what the article is saying, suggested structure. Question 2. Influence. 6 marks. Prep time, 40 mins. Exam time, 18 mins. What do I actually have to do? Identify 4 organizations or individuals that are involved in the topic. State which of the 6 categories of organization they are from. Say how they influence the development of ideas on the topic. Give organizations and individuals from all 3 articles. How do the different categories influence the development of ideas on the topic? Well, it depends, but generally, government, global non-government, charities, private multinationals, pressure groups, universities, research groups. Question 3, validity. 12 marks. Prep time, 80 mins. Exam time, 36 mins. What do I actually have to do? Use your understanding of the scientific method to analyze whether the scientific journal paper has made valid conclusions. In other words, did they do good scientific research? Are the conclusions they make supported by the evidence they collected? Examiner's top tips. Explain what validity and reliability means. Focus on the evidence of the paper. Discuss whether it is peer-reviewed. Discuss what the data tables show. Look at and research the references. Say whether these things make it more or less valid and reliable. Don't discuss all 3 articles, only one. Talk about how well the article has been written. It's about the science. Question 4, future developments. 5 marks. Prep time, 34 mins. Exam time, 15 mins. What do I actually have to do? Describe and explain 5 things we /scientists/doctors should do in the future to improve the topic. Use both the suggestions in the articles and your own research online. Explain how these suggestions will make a difference. State whether there are any reasons why this hasn't happened already. Possible roadblocks. No funding. The research is expensive or risky. Nobody is offering to fund it. Theory not understood. The biology/physics chemistry behind the development is poorly understood and more research is needed. Technology not available. The theory is understood, but the technology doesn't exist to make the development possible. Politics. Those in power do not wish for it to happen as it does not favor their agenda. They make it difficult to achieve. Compliance. It is understood what needs to be done, but it's tricky to change attitudes and get professionals on board. Ethics. The development is objected to by some for moral reasons. Question 5, write from the perspective of 15 marks. Prep time, 100 mins. Exam time, 45 mins. What do I actually have to do? You have to write an article from the perspective of someone. Who that someone is changes each year. Not only do you have to write from their perspective, you have to write it for a specific audience. For example, the 2018 exam, which has the topic of antibiotic resistance, asked learners to write an article for district nurses from the perspective of an infection control nurse on the subject of the benefits and limitations of using medical-grade honey to treat skin infections. You need to take what you have learned about the subject across all 3 articles to write this using information, quotes, and suggestions from them.